Now, first off, this whole system starts with permission, okay? And it's a permission that no other YouTuber has ever given anyone. This permission is gonna be given to you by me. Nobody's ever done this before. And maybe nobody ever will. Again, there's no violation of any rules here. The secret to growing a YouTube channel is how well you understand the data. There's some other videos on this topic, but they don't provide any actionable insights for you to actually implement to grow your YouTube channel. YouTube has released its own video on this topic, but it's completely unactionable, completely theoretical, and you can't actually use the information in that video to actually grow your channel or understand the targets that you should be hitting in terms of thumbnail click-through rate, watch time, or subscriber growth. We're gonna first look at audience retention, which affects watch time, and that is the second most important metric to look at when you're growing a YouTube channel. Now, as we see right here on one of my videos, audience retention, we see a 60% drop off in the first 30 seconds. We see a 14% drop off in the first 3 seconds. Why don't people like me? What does this mean? What do I do? Why does everybody in my life leave me? All this really tells us is that big media and big government and tech companies are winning in lowering our attention span to about the span of a fish. What? But if we look a little closer, we'll notice something interesting. So as you'll see, 11 seconds in, I have above average audience retention. Yet when we move to about 15 seconds in, I have average or below average audience retention, and it dips a lot. Does this mean I'm just good at making first impressions like Natalie Portman in Black Swan? Or can we learn a bit more from this? Let's dive in a little bit deeper. Now, how to really analyze this audience retention data that YouTube gives us is we want to actually watch the clip itself to figure out what happened between 11 seconds and 15 seconds in that caused this precipitous drop in watch time. Would you like Walmart sending you checks every single month? Well, I'm going to show you how you can start earning money and get paid by Walmart to post links of their products around the internet. Hey folks, John Crestani here. Now, as we see, this drop off perfectly corresponds with my intro trailer, which I thought was pretty cool, and I use in many of my videos actually. Previously, I believed that my intro trailer was pretty sexy. Yeah, baby. And really just helped establish my credentials as a successful marketer in a sea of fake gurus, but it does appear that I've been proven wrong. I mean, I thought it was dope, but this data speaks for itself.
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
Now, my new hypothesis is that I don't need a trailer. And again, everything in marketing is just guessing. But Graham Stephan doesn't do intro trailers, so
What's up, Graham? It's Guys here. So there comes a time in everyone's life where you stop and think to yourself,
I think that's pretty much enough validation. I shouldn't be doing that either. So moving forward in my videos, I'm not going to be doing any of these intro trailers, and maybe that will help make sure that I don't lose over half my audience in the first 30 seconds because they don't want to watch the trailer a million times. Next, let's look at CTR, which is shorthand for click-through rate, which is the #1 most important metric in YouTube for creators, period. The click-through rate measures how often when people see your video title and your thumbnail on YouTube, which they're going to see either one of two ways. They're going to see it in the suggested video bar on the sides or below your video you're watching, or they're going to see your video thumbnail and title in the search results. Now, some important numbers I suggest you write down if you are doing anything with content on YouTube is what are target click-through rates you should be aiming for. So the first one, which is acceptable, is hitting between 3 to 5% click-through rate. That is acceptable. When I started YouTube, I wasn't looking at these numbers at all. Generally, I would see click-through rates around 1%, which is really awful. And YouTube will never actually really bump up your content if you don't have a good click-through rate. Whereas if you're receiving a 5% plus click-through rate, you are in the money. That's a really good click-through rate. It means you're getting a lot of appeal And if you can bundle a high click-through rate with a high watch time, you're gonna do very well on YouTube. They'll suggest your videos and people will wanna watch them. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do I improve my click-through rate? How do I write better titles? How do I write better thumbnails? And the simple answer is through lots of research, through lots of testing and putting out lots of content and really knowing your audience. One of the problems here though is that YouTube doesn't allow you to split test thumbnails. And when I'm doing marketing, I take a scientific approach to marketing. Much of the money I've made has been really from just data analysis of, throwing ads out there and making money back, being able to spend less than I earn in commissions from the business model I do, which is called affiliate marketing. For split testing thumbnails on YouTube, I use a tool called TubeBuddy. It's just an amazing tool that allows you to split test thumbnails, and it doesn't actually affect your watch time or view time or any of that stuff. It just allows you to get the data you need in order to help grow your channel. Note that TubeBuddy does have a free version, but the free version does not allow you to split test thumbnails. If you are interested in getting TubeBuddy, I'd check out their free version anyways. I'll have a link somewhere down in the description or the comments area. So I very highly suggest you check that out if you are looking to grow your YouTube channel and your click-through rates are not above 5%. TubeBuddy has helped me grow my channel a lot, and releasing just lots of content and spending lots of time on YouTube. I hope you enjoy these suggestions, and if you'd like to learn more about what I do for money and what I've done to earn all my income, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this content, give me a big in the comments. Leave a question if you have any questions. I'm in the comments, hang out sometime, have a hard time going to sleep at night, and I'll just browse through all the comments you guys leave me. I really enjoy connecting with y'all and look forward to speaking to you in my future videos. Have a good day. Ciao.